Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We are continuing working on the RSX and getting it prepped for Import Alliance, but I may end up making this its own video because there's been a lot of back and forth from what I've read on the forums about this specific upgrade. So we've got the Blox Racing subframe collars. So we're going to install these in the RSX, and where the controversy comes in is on the instructions that Blox gives us. We've got two sets of 4 different part numbers, if that makes sense. So we've got FD1, FD2, FD3, and FD4, and we have 2 of each of those, and they each go into a pair. So you use one FD4 and FD2 together, and you use one FD3 and FD1 together. So the even numbers go together and the odd numbers go together. Not sure why Blox does it that way. That's just the way they roll. So no complaints about that. But where the complaints have been coming in at is that the instructions seem to be backwards from what actually needs to happen. So I'm going to get the car jacked up, I'm going to dive underneath there, and I'm going to get this exactly figured out. Hopefully make this a short, sweet, quick little video so that way, you know, it can be explained. I'm pretty sure they can only go one way anyway, but we're going to get that figured out. Looks like I'm going to have to remove this splash guard right here, so that'll just take me a minute. I won't bore you guys with that, but I'm going to get that taken care of. And the subframe bolts are right up here in the front, and in the back they're way back here next to the sway bar. So those are really easy to get to. So I'm going to attempt to just do this without taking this all the way out. It's just a little bit more involved than I'm wanting this to be. I'm just going to give it an attempt. If not, I'll continue removing it, and it'll take a little bit longer than I planned, but still, I think I can get it loose enough to, you know, definitely have plenty of room to get everything just kind of in there. So we'll see. All right, that's one. There we are. You can remove all these bolts, not have to worry about the subframe falling down. There's plenty of stuff keeping this thing held up. There might be too much stuff holding it up, to be honest with you, because I've got to figure out how I'm going to get the top ones in. The instructions that Blox give you, they are incorrect. What they tell you to do basically is to use FD3 and FD1 in the front. No, that is incorrect. So this is I've got it figured out. So FD1, you know, you want the logo basically to go into the subframe, whether it's through the bottom or through the top, doesn't matter. You do not want to be able to see the logo from the outside. So you take FD1, it goes on the bottom and goes up through the subframe like that. And then FD3 will face down. See, you see that? It will face down into that collar just like that. So you're going to take FD1 here, and it's going to go into the subframe just like so. And then you're going to take FD3 just like this, and it's going to go in from the top just like that. I'm going to use this pry bar just to help sneak this in here. My car is set up, you know, really tight. I've got aftermarket pretty much everything, you name it, I've got it. So this may be a little bit easier on your car, but I just need a little bit more deflection from the metal here just so I can sneak this in. But that right there should be enough. So remember, again, FD3 going in from the top, it should look just like that. It's in there, it's good. So we got that in from the top, so we're gonna do the other side. Remember, the rear of the RSX, the DC5 platform, they're the odd number ones. I'm gonna install the other 2 real quick. FD1 going in here. So we're gonna sneak it in through the top right here. All right, we got both in there. Let's sneak up into the front and do those real quick. All right, y'all, so I just took the bolt out of this motor mount, and it got the subframe moving a lot more for me. I couldn't sneak in with a pry bar up at the top here, so just take that bolt loose and the whole thing will come down a good bit. All right, so we've got FD2 now. It goes into the bottom of the subframe. And then we've got FD4, again, facing the numbering and lettering facing down. It's gonna slide into the top up here. And I got that in. That worked out really well. All right, y'all, I saved the best for last. This is gonna be really difficult to get to on the top. So I'm gonna try and get that one done first, and then I'll focus on the bottom one. Can I come in from over here next to the control arm. Can I reach it from there? Oh, yep, there's the strat, guys. There's the strategy. Come in from the control arm, and you might just barely be able to reach it. And it's in. I got it. Yep, there's the strategy right there. Come in from that. Now we're going to install the lower one. FD2 going in, and that is installed. We're going to get these bolts started. All right, it looks like that one got started. It's not coming back out, so we're good there. All right, you guys, I know it's tough to see, but I did get all the collars installed. I did have to loosen up the sway bar and the front engine mount. Those are the only two things I had to really do because everything's just locked up so tight on this car. But hopefully this will help it get it even tighter, and it should help with alignment. So, you know, it'll help make the subframe more rigid. It'll make sure that it is bolted back up in the same spot every single time you unbolt it and put it back on the car. And so that'll just give a level of consistency that isn't there from the factory. So I hope this video was a big help to you guys. So I'm gonna get the car back down on the ground, and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, you guys, so believe it or not, the internet was right on the forums that I read, and also a couple reviews here and there. Basically, on the Blox racing instructions, it is the exact opposite of what the instructions say to do. Not that difficult to figure out. I hope it helps you out. If it did, give me a like, share it with your buddies. I sure do appreciate it. I'm gonna probably like crunch this down into just a few seconds of a video for my Import Alliance prep, but I think I may actually just upload this as its own separate video, just that way I can reach a specific audience. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope it helped you, and have a great night.